So I'm starting with the devices. So these are the networking devices. So I'm typing one by one. So repeater is nothing, just it is a device. Normally we have a cable length, your UTP or a STP cable length is generally 100 meters support. It won't support more than 100 meters. Okay. So for example, you reach about 80 meters already. Problem is after 80 meters, obviously signal strength will be weak. You reach 100 meters, obviously signal strength is little bit less. If you more than 100 meters, it is very less, right? So what I done, I put a device, then it will repeat the signal. It repeat the signal. It won't amplify the signal. Normally we use audio amplifiers like a low level voice to boost the voice into high level, right? So that is called a amplification. So the low level signal to high level signal, so that is called a amplification, like low voice to high voice. Like usually festivals, that microphones we use mics, right? That is loudspeakers. So what it will do, it will amplify your voice and long distance. So for example, my laptop speakers communicate within my room only, but if I put a big woofer boxes, so then I can hear from road also. So like that, that is called amplification. But these repeaters are not amplifiers. The repeaters are very simple, like it repeat the signal, so then I can communicate another 100 meters, like that. Okay. So it will support another 100 meters here. So longer, for example, if I have a big building, very big building is there, first floor, second floor, third floor office is there, each floor having some distances. The longer distances, it's very difficult to communicate with the wire. Either use a fiber optical, or you can use a UTP STP kind of stuff. So what we use, so if distance the length of the cable um, we need more than the length. So what we use a repeaters. Repeaters are a kind of devices. Next one is hub. Normally hubs also used as a repeaters. Next one is hubs also used as a repeaters. So if you see here, it is hub and repeaters are given in a same place. It is not a intelligent device. It works with the bits. Use broadcast for a communication. Bandwidth is shared of duplex communication. Guys, whether I told or not, I don't remember. That's why I'm asking. Guys, simplex, duplex, off duplex, full duplex. If anybody don't know, please tell me. I will tell. No problem for me. No, that is good. So here, I'll put here simplex, of duplex, full duplex. Okay, so I'm trying to open paint, so then maybe we'll see any problem. Why it is crash. What happening? Okay. So we'll try again. See, here it is. Simplex means I'm a sender. I send a data at receiver. At receiver, receive the data. That's it. Only one thing. One line communication only. Simplex is like I'm talking, you're listening. That's it. Okay. So only one way communication only. Simplex means one way communication only. Where is this? It's a one way communication. One way communication. So we'll send it, other side receive. That's it. So no reply. No reply. So this is a simplex. Off duplex. I'm a sender. This is a sending. Receiving. This is at a receiving end. Okay. Or we can use actual table is like you can see here it is simplex of duplex full duplex. Actually, duplex means two. Okay, duplex means two. So here it is my source. Okay, and sorry, this is destination. Source and destination. Okay, source send a signal. This is sender. I send this side receive a signal. Okay, only thing is only one side communication. Sending destination side receiving only. So it won't counterpart. You have to use a big S here. It's okay, no problem. And in off duplex from source side we send and destination side we receive. But I'm typing anything. Okay, in a we are sending this side we are receiving and as well as we send this side receiving end. So in a same path we do sending and receiving. Like when I send, other side it will receive. And from destination, if I send, I will receive it here. Like you can use A or B like that. A P C B P C. So off duplex means when I send, other side we receive. When you are when from here you are sending, you will receive. Okay, in a same path only, in a same channel, same path only, same wire, we can say like that, but not at a time. But not at a time, it's a two-way communication. So sender send, at receiving end it is receives, it receiving and it receives and thing like that is a off duplex. It is a two-way communication, but not at same time. I didn't add one more point. Okay, so it's a one-way communication is a simplex. Off duplex is two-way communication, but not at the same time. So same time we can't able to speak and listen. So I'm speaking and as well as I'm listening because I have a mic and speakers. But here it is single channel. Either I have to speak or I have to listen. Best example is walkie talkies. You know walkie talkies. The police use walkie talkie. Mm, People speak in this walkie talkie kind of stuff, right? So now you can also get it. So these are walkie talkies. So in generally we in a normally we buy a single piece walkie talkies here. Okay. In a police and all people are use a station based walkie talkies means a broadcast from a station and as well as if you want to speak there is a button at the side of this walkie talkie. So we'll open one. Okay, so here it is monitor button function key. We don't know much. It is not in a. Okay, in generally you can see the button push button. It is not showing in a zoom manner, or you can go to any demo version also. Okay, so these walkie talkies just like you have to press the power button and then there is a button to speak. So when you are speaking, others cannot speak same time also. So you can speak. So once you are release the button, so you can listen. So when you are listening you can't speak, so you have to tell I'm speaking like by pressing the button, so then you can speak. And if once you're done then you usually like police and all yeah, over and out, like that that kind of signals they'll set, right? I completed my message, so over and out. Okay, copy that. So if you watch any English movies then you can easily understand. So police use off duplex mode means it is when you are sending a signal, other end receives only. Other end sending, so we receives, but not at same time. In a say, but we use the same single way path or a communication or a channel. Okay, off duplex, full duplex. Full duplex is we have a send, of course. It is also a two-way communication. When you are sending at a receiving end means at a destination, we receive a signal. Yeah, full duplex is everything your normal telephone communication, correct? Actually, there is no full duplex. There is a no full duplex. It is a two simplexes. If you see here, it is one simplex, another simplex. It is a two-way communication. You can send and as well as receive at the same time with the two different lines. So one for a sending, another for a receiving. Just like your telephone communication, mobile communication. Currently, we have a multi communication mode. It is not even a full duplex. Like I can speak you are receiving means you are listening, and if you speak parallelly I can listen, and also I see messaging system. I can type a message and at the same time you can type a message and we can see it. Okay, so it is a multi thing, like I can show my face like camera, multi um, full type of channels we are using to communicate. Okay, very simply say it is sender receiver. In a communication is always important one is first one is sender is must be there, receiver. Also we can say transmission and receive, sender or a transmission, transmitting a signal and we receive a signal. Normally it is represent like a X symbol, transmit the signal, receiving a signal. So you have a receiver, receiver always receives, transmitter always transmit. So how you use it depends upon it. So off duplex mode is when you are sending, you don't receive it. Okay, when you are receiving, you can't send it. In full duplex mode, you can send and receive with the two different channels. So this is a simple simplex, off duplex, full duplex. Sorry, I have to put this one. So it is a two-way communication. At same time. Yes, when you if you are writing a notes type, so you have to combine this and as well as a paint one also. Okay. If I use a word and all, word will slower in a communication. So then again delays while I'm telling. Okay, that's it. So your hub is a off duplex communication. So obviously when you are communicating using a hub, it is slow communication. It is. Yeah, I want to show you the hub. So this is the hub. I'm going to images, so then you can see different hubs how it is look like. Okay, so like this is a D-Link hub. Hub and switches. Naturally, we don't understand whether it is a hub or a switch also. Hub is generally relatively lesser the cost than switches. First of all, cost is less and less number of ports. So less number of ports, you don't get a 24 port, 16 port kind of stuff. Generally, 4 port or a 8 port or 6 port hubs only there. So this is a hub or a switch. We don't know. This is a switch. Okay. So it is written here. It's a diagrammatic, but usually how physically hubs are look like. Yeah, it is a repeater. It works like a repeater, and of course, like a multi-repeater means we can connect, distribute a line from here to multiple things. Like you can see here, it is. I have a system, okay, and I connect this one to a hub, and I took a cables and I connect it. So then distributed to different hubs or other hubs, or maybe I can connect it to another devices or server like that. Longer, like I'm in a building, big building like this. So I connected here, so I can distribute it from here also. In generally, hubs for a small networks. Also, if in case a extension is required, you can use hubs also. There are the switches only. It's in hub, but it is big hub. Okay. Generally how hub is working also there actually, but whether you can get it or not, I don't know. This is the good one, and so I'm removing this one. Save it otherwise. Okay, in generally hubs are like this. Remember what I'm telling, because everything we can't put it in a text, so I'm just explaining. Okay, so this is my hub, and I have some systems. Okay, I connected to hub. Okay, so these are my systems. So what will happen, so each system having mainly two things, two addresses are there. So what happened, yeah, it is there, it is there, it is there. I thought it is closed. Where is my mobile? Get a message, but okay, so here it is. Look at this one. Each PC has mainly two addresses are there. What are these addresses, guys? MAC and IP addresses. Okay, MAC address is physical addresses, depends upon your NIC. IP depends upon your network, what is your configuration, based on that it is there, right? So whatever it is, your hub don't understand your MAC address and IP address also. Hub is not understand anything. In a hub, it is very simple circuit. It is every port is connected to another port. It is a simple wiring kind of stuff. Okay, everything is connected to another one. Okay, just like there is a internally some wiring is there. Okay, not just a wiring, there is circuit board for a power on and supply kind of stuff, but it is non-intelligent, means you don't understand your MAC address or IP address or a computer name or a packet size. You don't understand anything. So simply here it is, I want to communicate A to B. Okay, I will take initially a blue color here. So A to B communication. So it is a to B communication. See packet how it is travel. A send a packet to B. So A send a packet to B. So through hub only. So first it will go to the hub. Hub send a packet to B. Okay. Again it sent to C. It sent to D. It sent to E. It sent to F. Don't understand which is actually a your destination. You don't understand which is A, which is B, which is C, based on computer name, MAC address or IP address. You don't understand anything. Just it will forward the packet to everyone. So when I sending a packet, I send other side, it send a packet to everyone. It's packet to everyone. So You're sending a packet to A to B, but everyone in the network will get it. Everyone in the network, everyone in the network means every device in the network receive the packet. Every device in the network receive the packet. So what is that meaning? Again, I will repeat. Okay, I'm sending packet to A to B. I'm sending packet A to B. So my destination is B. From A to B, I'm communicating. But packet is sent to everyone in the network, every device in the network. Packet sent to every device in the network. So what we call that one? Yeah, all are connected by hub only. If I send a packet and it is received by everyone in the network, very good. Broadcasting, very good. Broadcasting. Okay, so obviously hub is a broadcasting type of device, because you don't know where is the destination, it broadcasts to everyone. So if I broadcast to everyone, so I have to tell to someone, and it is sent to everyone. So what is the problem, right? So that more traffic will generate here. Very simple, like everyone receives, like a D receive a packet from A, and it will check IP address of B and A, both the things. Like receive a packet, D receive a packet. Okay, first it will check the MAC address and then IP address, verify it is belongs to me or not. So based on two addresses there, no. 1 second, guys. Okay, small one or two points about hub. It is, first of all, as I said, um, when I communicating A to B, it is sending packets to everyone. So they will verify the MAC address and IP address of destination, and it is not belongs to them. So obviously they drop the packet. They drop the packet after receiving. Sorry, B receive a packet, and okay, it verify the MAC address and IP address, and it is belongs to it. So then it will accept the packet. So entire communication, even you are communicating C to E. Okay, C send a packet to E, and E, instead of one, not only E, it will send to everyone. It is a broadcast domain. That's why it is called as a broadcast domain. Okay, next one. Next one is, you know, there is a road. Think like there is a road. We have a rule, like you should do left side only, right? You have to go in a left side only. So then no problem. So when you are going like one side, like all people are going from one place to another place by keeping left, other side of the road. So for a return, right? So this is the road, for example. So this is the left side and this is the right side, like you are going on left, right, left side, right? For you it is a left, like people are coming, that is for those people, for these people it is left. For us it is a right, but for these people it is a right. So then no problem. So both will be passed through the road. Okay, but if in case I don't have this rule, what will happen when I am going? So some people will come in front of me. So then what happens? What happens in this situation? So same road, it is a single road. There is no left and right kind of stuff. Both vehicles are coming in a both the directions. So what happens? Hmm? What happens? Accidents will happen. Yes, very good. Uh, Accidents will happen. So then that's why we put a road, right? Sir? So like incoming, like if you see big roads, like they will single roads are there only for going like this, one side road only, like this only, other side of the road only for this purpose only, not for both the purposes. Mainly big cities and all, you can see multi roads are there, right? So to avoid the collisions. So why we are using like these rules? Collisions. Okay. But here it is what happened. Each port you are getting a traffic both incoming and outgoing, and multiple incomings to same port, and as well as entire hub which is doing. So it is a collision domain. Okay, it broadcasts. That's why it is called as a broadcast domain, and as well as it is a full collision domain. Okay, it's a single collision domain. So packets will be collide each other. If packets are colliding, what happens? Packets will be damaged, data loss will occur. That's why hubs are suitable for a smaller smaller networks only, not for a huge networks. Like if I put a four computers, it's okay. But if I put a 20 computers, then collisions are very high because each computer is communicating to other computer. So obviously lot of packet transmission, lot of broadcast is occur. Because of the broadcast, collisions will occur, and it is difficult to receive the packet also. It is obviously, it is become a off duplex, like when you are sending and also you are receiving your packet. Because of the broadcast, what happened? Whatever the packet you are sent, the same packet you will receive. To avoid it, the hub is automatically in the off duplex mode. When you are sending, don't receive that time. Okay, wait, once your send completed, so you are send, then wait, then you will become a receiver, like that. So then obviously it is become a off duplex mode. So here it is, hub is a non-intelligent device, no special circuits for understanding of MAC address and IP addresses here. It is a broadcast for a communication, so bandwidth is shared, means multiple computers are working, so the ports, the total 100 mbps become is like a 50 mbps only. Okay, off duplex communication. So this is the hub and repeaters. And next one is a switch. Switch is another very important device in the LAN network. So I'm going to put a switch. So when you are searching for a switch, compulsory put a network switch. Otherwise, different switches are there. Gaming station, this is Nintendo switch. Okay, so network switch or a switch network like that, you can give it, or a Ethernet switches. You can see here it is a switch with a 24 port or a 16 port switches, 8 port switches, 48 port modular, non-modular switches also there. Okay, small size switches, big size switches also there. Manageable switches, non-manageable switches also there. Okay, so what is these switches? We can see it is an intelligent device. It maintain a MAC address table. Each port of switch is a fixed bandwidth. It works with the floating and unicast. Support full duplex communication. What are the functions is MAC address learning, forwarding, this kind of stuff. Okay. So here switching in a concept of switching. It's the same diagram, so no difference in this one. This is a which topology it is? hop and switch. Very good. Star topology. Okay. Now this centralized device is a switch. Same letter writing or a different one. A, B, C. I put a D, E, F. Okay. So when you are sending a packet, so then you send a packet with a MAC address and IP address, both source and destination, right? So when you are sending source to destination, so you have a from address like a source MAC address, source IP address, destination MAC address, destination IP address is there. That is your packet addressing part of packet, right? So what are that? It is like source MAC address, destination MAC address, source IP address, destination IP address when you are sending. Next packet, what is the packet data that will be added normally in communication, right? So each port in the search having some numbers. So I'll write a numbers here. This is port number one, port number two, port number three, port number four, five, six, for example. Okay. Mm. Next, so when A send a packet to B, A send a packet to B. Again, I will take blue color only. So A is sending a packet to B. First, it will send to switch, okay, and switch to everyone. Again, as a hub, I said no. So like it is act like a broadcast initially because switch also don't know where is your destination. But when you are sending along with the source at MAC address, destination MAC address, source IP, destination IP, right? So it will create a one table. The table name is MAC table, okay, or a MAC address table. It is a called a MAC table, MAC address table, or a short form is MAT, MAC address table. So when it is how it is create this MAC address table, first it will put a port numbers, port number one, port number two, port number three, port number four, five, six, like that, seven, eight, like that. What are the depends upon the devices and ports. It put it. So first of all, A is sending, right? So A send to B. So A's MAC address. For example, A's MAC address is A1. Just for example, A's source IP address is, for example, 10, or maybe we'll take 11. Destination IP is 12. Destination MAC address. So I don't know. Initially, I don't know destination MAC address. So I put a FF. Just for understanding only, I use a broadcast MAC address here initially. Okay. A to B communication. So when packet received by switch, packet is received by switch, then it note down that port number one is connected to A and A is sending a packet. So in the packet, it sees the MAC address and it put a MAC address here in this table. Okay. Next, B B also will send a reply, right? So B giving a reply to A, B replying to A. So then packet is sent to switch, and immediately switch note down weak MAC address and forward to A1. Okay, like this. Each PC recognized by their MAC address, and switch can understand MAC address. It maps port and MAC address of the device. Port and MAC address of the device. So once it is completed, each one like a C, like this. Once it is created based on a communication in the system, when they are sending and receiving a packets, when a device is sending and receiving a packets, based on that, so it will understand the MAC address of the device and map to its port. So next time it is simply unicast. Simply it's a unicast. For example, this example for multiple things. For example, you want to visit a person. He's in a particular apartment. For example, his room number is 205, but you don't know which flat it is. You know the building name, but you don't know which flat it is initially. So what it will do, you will search initially, but once you note down that address, you know the address, so you don't need to search it again, right? So initially you don't know exactly where is the address. You want to go to some office, or you want to go to in a particular area, you want to search for a ATM. First time you're searching and you know where it is located. The next time you need to search, simply send to that one. Simply we go to that one, right? So same thing is this happens here. When devices are communicating each other through switch understand MAC address, switch understand MAC address. Remember, switch understand MAC addresses, and it create a map. It create a map between with the port numbers and connected devices device MAC address. Port number of a switch, device MAC address. It create a map. So using that map, it will start using doing unicast. For example, based on this map, C want to communicate it to E. C want to send a packet to E. So now C1 is sending. So I will change color for understanding. So usually, okay, dark green I will take. C2E communication. C send a packet to switch. I said my destination is E and E's MAC address is E1. Then obviously where is E1, and it is connected to port number 5. Then it is deliver the packet directly to E. No need to do broadcasting. No need to do broadcasting. Okay. So this is called the switch function MAC address table. Okay. It learn the MAC address. It forward the packets based on the MAC address. Okay. Of course, switching is also there. What is switching and all, we'll discuss after this one. Okay, that is we don't. I mean, so now only we discuss about a device and how it works. So next one is bridges and switches. So what is this bridge? Bridge is not a device. Bridge is not a device. Bridges is a software based. It means, for example, I have a multiple adapters are there. So I can make like a one adapter is connected to another adapter just by based on a using a software or a simple command. I'll tell forward this packet to particular port number. Bridges are mostly like a system in a computer. If you have a multiple NICs or a multiple network connections, okay. For example, I have a two connections are there. So what I will do using some software or based on some network related commands, I can bridge it. So this is are connected to some different devices. For example, this is connected to here, this is connected to here. I want to make communication between these two things. I can make it by doing bridging. It also goes for with your VMnet 1, VMnet 0, bridged connection. Virtual machines are there now. Like you want to connect your physical NIC to virtual machines. You want to communicate your physical network through your physical NIC through to your virtual machines, and also we are following this bridging. Remember bridging name. Okay, so it is just define like we are defining connection between two NICs. Okay, it's a usually like software based one only, and it is a very limited number of ports. We don't put a computer with a 24 port or 8 port kind of stuff is not there. Maximum 2 4 like that only. Okay, this is a normal switch. We have a physical port numbers. Okay, so directly we can connect a large segments. We can connect bridges used for a different topology connections, routing purpose like that. Next device is router. Router is also intelligent device. Router can understand IP address. Okay, router is an intelligent device, and a router can understand IP address. So symbolically, router symbol is like this. Okay, so here it is. It will shows like a direction symbols. It's not emoji. It is like a router connects multiple networks. Simply, router is not for a simple LAN network. It is usually for a WAN purpose. Main purpose of router is WAN communication purpose, and of course, we can use it in a large LAN networks also. Okay, routers are used to connect different type of networks. Means so where it is, yeah, we have I told switch, right? Bridge and router. So for router, I'm writing here it is because there is a important point, very important point. It is not in a PPT. Okay. So router is not for a just LAN communication. It is very simply say router to connect two or more logical networks. What is two or more different logical networks means? Different IP networks. Different IP logical networks are there. So you want to communicate between two different networks. So compulsory we required a router. Yeah, different IP networks. IP address is a maybe in a same network or different network. If it is in a different network, I think you remember last our IP address classes. Okay, if you have two different logical networks are there, so definitely two or more logical networks are there, so router is used for that one. It is a inter networking device like that. Okay, router is a inter networking device. Inter networking device, for example, this is my one logical network, this is my another logical network. So I want to communicate, then these logical networks are connected. For example, this is a LAN. Simply, it is a, yeah, here it is. It is a LAN. This is my LAN one, LAN two. Okay, LAN two, and using this router, I can communicate from this logical network to this logical. Means both are different LANs, but I can make communication between them. This is the main purpose of it. Okay, the name is itself is a router. It not Router, actually it is a route. 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 Route means route map is there, na? Route map is there, like you want to reach the destination. How to reach the destination is important, right? So, path. Yeah, very good. The exact name we can say like a path. Very. So I want to go to railway station or maybe airport or maybe my office. How to go? So I need a route. So go to bus stop, from this bus stop to another bus stop, or like this junction to another junction. Just like we need a route. Yeah, attendance now 40 people are there. Okay, okay, we'll take now. So we'll take a sprint screen. Okay, again I have to disturb this one. Today is 14/08 and then that's it. If anybody added or deleted, I don't know. Okay, to connect to our more logical networks. Okay, router is it to connect to our more logical network. Best path selection. Okay, so which is best path? So I have a multiple routes are there from my home to reach the railway station. So there is a multiple routes are there, right? So multiple routes are there. Which route is better? Okay, which route is better? So like, yeah, very good. Shortest one is maybe better. Maybe highway is better. Maybe it is single lines are better. So some roads only single lines. So like you can go, but no need to worry. Like, yeah, very good. That's a word. Freeway. Freeway, even if it is a small one, it is a freeway. So it is like if you see the cities, you can see single lines are there. It means like you can go, but other side you can't do. Like wrong routes are there, no? What is we can one ways. One way, right? Very good. One way. Yeah, very good. Okay, one ways are there, no? Yeah, service roads, one ways. Like you can directly go, so no need to wait opposite traffic or takeovers and all. It is you can keep speed and you can run. Even some roads, like if you go to the Mumbai road or a Bangalore road, like a highway roads are there, you cannot go slow also. The small vehicles also not allowed in a certain highway roads. Only four wheelers, uh, uh, from small to high, like a car, trucks, like that only we can go. But we can't go with the two wheelers, three wheelers also. Speed limit is also there. Now that is a better. Even if you have a short path, very busy, maybe a broad road but very busy, but it is small road, no traffic is there. So different conditions are there. Like while you are traveling, so we'll check with the different conditions from one to another one. For example, just for an example, last year not last year, before last year it is happened, same time like August 15th. So around August 15th, better not to go to any place via big airports like a Chennai airport, Delhi airport, Mumbai airport, like that. Big airports don't go via that one. You know why? Lot of traffic. I have experience in a Chennai airport, so I waited for a long time. I don't get a time to get into the flight. Also, very less time. Only I have a 10 minutes time to onboard, because the security check is very big length. Almost all everybody junction point become there only. So obviously it is from Chennai and all crossing people. So from Pune to Vizag, so I went to Chennai. Again, immediately joined in the security line, but it took lot of time. Yeah, I have only single bag only, so I don't have a much luggage also. But it took a lot of time for a security check. I don't get a time to get in the flight also. But luckily, the 10 minutes, and I don't have a food also. Just the guy is given food, Subway. Good. Okay. So sometimes, even if it is a border road, but more traffic is there. Even if it is a small road, maybe less traffic is there. Maybe it is a shortest distance. Maybe link problems are there. Okay, shortcuts. Sometimes you can't trust the shortcut. Link problem will be there. Like road is not good. Like that. So router will verify all the things using a different protocols in the router, like a RAP, EAGRP, OSPF, like this. So certain they use a protocol and calculate which is the best path, which is the best path. So the router is also give you a best path selections. Connect two or more logical networks, best path selection, packet forwarding, packet switching. It is also do packet forwarding, packet switching, like that. So we reach the destination through routers only. For example, I am here in Pune. Somewhere Google is there. How I reach to Google? So how to check this thing? So I'm giving a command line here. So guys, this one trace RT. Some people tell it is trace route. Okay, trace route, trace RT, both are same. In Windows we use a command trace RT. Okay, and use your any domain name like a google.com, facebook.com, like that. So anyway, there are not in our own location, right? It is somewhere, but however reach the destination. So it will give you the map pointing, so how many routers we cross. Okay, the first one is trace route. This is the Google IP address. You know what is this IP address? 192.168.2.1. That is my router address. So first packet is sent to my router, my local router, my router to ISP router, and ISP router to another ISP router. Means same in ISP, multiple routers are there. Na? So in the same way, now it is out of my ISP, and it is went to some other router somewhere and reach another router, and finally it is near to the maybe it is near to Google, and finally it reaches Google by 8 steps. So from ping kind of stuff, it is like a trace RT command. So how I reach from my computer to Google server in a 8 steps I reach. So first I reach to my router to ISP service provider router, and their internal another routers, and outside of ISP, and then another router. Finally, I reached it. Maybe certain domains, mean certain servers, it take multiple time, multiple means more steps it will take. For example, if you put a Facebook. So I am trying to reach, see, Facebook IP address. But can you see the first one is always same? Why? Because first of all I have to cross my router, then it is go to connected ISP related router near to this area, and ISP exchange machines. Yeah, of course. So third one is request time dot. Okay, it is, see, after 10.200.200.10, if you see the difference from four step in a Google and four step in a Facebook, the fifth is different one. Up to four, it is same, but fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth is different. Why different? Because of both routers are in different locations. So different location means different paths are required. But common path is up to certain point. I want to go to railway station or airport, but the common area is a common one only. So up to my main road, it is a compulsory common. And it depends upon which side of my server is there. I have to take that route only, not as always the same route, right? So both are different servers, both are in different locations, and obviously certain point reaches, it divide the path will be changes. Okay, it is a command is trace rt, trace rt. So in a CMD you can put a, to know how to reach the destination. So we are reaching the destination router functionality, trace rt www google.com. Okay, guys, by observation, if I want to reach the Google or a Facebook or maybe a GoToMeeting or maybe Microsoft.com, so whatever it is, when I send a packet to them, so what is the first device I have to cross? What is the first device I have to cross? Very good. Virendra said, very good. Router. Okay. So, for example, I'm in this room. Okay. I'm in this room. I have to go outside of my room. I have to use my door, right? I have to use my door. If I don't cross the road, I can't able to go. If I want to go to kitchen, so I no need to open my door. Just to go to kitchen only. Maybe if kitchen has any door is there, then I have to open it. In generally, my I don't have any things here. Okay, so like that. Within the room or within the LAN, we don't require router to go outside within the LAN communication. But you want to go outside of your LAN, we need a router. If you want to go outside of your logical network, compulsory we require a router. The router acts like a default gateway. Router is acts like a default gateway. What is this default gateway? So when you are communicating different logical network, so you have to communicating through router only, right? So the router port towards the LAN is a default gateway. So I will show you in the picture just like simple. This is my LAN network and I have a router, for example. Okay, I have a I have a computers, and it is connected to a switch. Very good. No problem. Okay, for example, if I want to communicate from here to here, from here to here, communication, I don't require a router, right? From here to here, I don't require a router. So within the LAN communication, we don't require a router. It means we don't require a default gateway. If you are in a communicating within a logical network, we don't require default gateway. When you are communicating outside of the network, so you compulsory you have to go through your router only. Okay. So router is connected to outside of the network. Router is directly connected to outside of the network. So you simply understand. Okay. I split the router into two parts here. This is my local, this side, and this is outside. Outside communication. So this is inside communication. Otherwise you can write like that. Okay. So we'll write like this. This is inside or local. This is outside or global. Okay. This is outside of the network. This is the, or we can say, global network. So when you are connecting internet or maybe ISP, any connections, so that is outside of my LAN only. Okay. Or maybe I'm connecting to another network, which is outside of my LAN network only. To communicate inside of the LAN, we don't require router, and any default gateway address is not required. But when we are communicating outside, for example, there is a LAN network here, and there is a computers here. Okay. Here also computers are there. They're also connected. Okay. They're also having a router, right? Okay. These are all connected, right? So maybe you can connect directly. At present, it is look like something, some robo kind of stuff, like a Cartoon Network. See here it is again. You can see here it is also like this. This is inside for this one. Okay. This is inside or a local. This is outside or a global. Global, when you are saying global, means internet. Okay, different names are there. Okay. We'll see here it is. So this PC, for example, this is PCA, PCB, PCC. A want to communicate it to C. So we don't require default gateway or a router kind of stuff is not required, because it's a in a local same logical network and same physical network also. For example, this is a D, E is there. A want to communicate it to D. A want to communicate it to D. So what happened? Packet has to send to switch, switch to the router. Router will check the path how to reach the destination. So it will forward the packet through that path and reach the this router. Again, this router will forward the packet to switch. The switch forward the packet to D. Again, the D replies back, D to switch, switch to the router, and router again it will search for the destination. Finally, it reaches my router, and router verify so from where it is sent, and it is give to the A. Understand the path, guys? A to D communication. So A forward the packet to router. Router send packet in outside and using a path selection. So finally it reached the destination router. So router take the packet and again forward it to D. When D replying to A, so when D is replying to A, so again the packet forward to router. Router is forward the packet to finally our router, and our router is forward a packet to A. So all communications through these routers only. Guys, understand this one? A to D, D to A. Okay. Okay. So the question is, if I want to send a packet A to D, I'm sending through this router only, right? Through this port only, I'm sending this port only, right? So when I want to send or receive the packet from outside through this port only, to send or receive through this port only, this router connection only, right? Even if you want another example, I will tell, like I want to send a packet B to E. So how it is sent? B to E, B send a packet to router, this interface. Router take the packet, check the destination, forward the packet to the destination router, and router forward the packet to E finally, right? Like this. So any communication from these devices to these devices compulsory. This is my door, gateway, exit, anything. Entrance, exit, both are same. Here it is here. Okay. This is an entrance anyway. Entrance or exit leaving from outside the network, but this is to address all communications. Every device send a packet to this particular port only. This particular port also having a some IP address. This is we call it as a default gateway. Okay. Last time in interview, one interview they asked question, what is the difference between default gateway and router? Default gateway is default gateway is our router's IP address towards our LAN. Towards our LAN, it is like a when you are communicating outside of your network, you have to communicate it through a default gateway. So default gateway can be a router or a device which forward your packet outside of your logical network. Very good. Good. I will repeat. Okay. So very good. I will repeat. So what is the default gateway? Voice breaking. Okay, maybe a network issue is there either your side or my side. Okay, okay. So anyway, I will repeat again. When I communicating from my LAN to outside of my logical network, so I have to communicate it through default gateway. So default gateway can be a IP address of my router towards my LAN. Means default gateway and your LAN are in the same logical network. Same logical network. Understand? Your logical network, it means your LAN network and your default gateway should be in a same logical network, same type of network ID, both should be there. Router has a multiple functions, not only a gateway function. Router acts as a default gateway also. Default gateway also. Router acts like a default gateway. Okay. So whenever you are communicating from your logical network to outside, we are communicating through default gateway. Yeah, very good. That's direct statement. Okay. What are the line is created. Okay. So whenever you want to communicate outside of your logical network, you have to communicating through default gateway. Okay. Otherwise, we won't communicate. Okay. How to check the default gateway? Very simple. You are checking IP address. There only you can find your default gateway. IP config is enough to know what is your default gateway. See, here it is. This is my default gateway. This is my router IP address. This is my IP address. This is my router IP address. If you see, both are in a same logical network. If you have any network issues, also you can ping to your default gateway. So at least you will understand communication between your system to your gateway is clear. Okay. Normally I have an IP address, but I can't communicate to. I can't able to open any web pages. I can't able to access outside of my network. So what to do? First of all, do you have a communication between your device to your default gateway? The path is clear or not? Means the connection, physical connection or Wi-Fi connection is clear or not? You have to ping it. Ping to default gateway will give you one step. Like if your internet is not working, so check your default gateway is good. Then communicate with the ping. So then your router is communication between your system to router is good or not. We will know. Okay. So this is the default gateway. So your router acts like a default gateway. So what is the use of router? Connecting to our logical networks. Best path selection. So what is the best path selection? To reach destination. Okay. So how to check it? Like how you reaching the destination? How many routers you are crossing? So like that, you can use the traceRT command. Okay. Of course, packet forward, packet switching. It is a function of your router. Okay. So your router works with the IP address, of course. Works with our understand IP address and IP network also. And router depends upon a router. So depends upon a router. There is a lot of functionality also available. Okay. So router acts like your default gateway. Default gateway is to communicate from your local network to outside of your network. When we want to communicate, logical means physical, logical both are same. Okay. So here it is in this case, logical network. So not right. So we communicate through default gateway only. Okay. Always remember within the network we don't require a default gateway. Outside of the network we need a default gateway. So these are main devices again. See hub repeaters. It's a non-intelligent device used for a very small networks. It don't understand MAC address and IP address. Okay, and it's a off duplex mode communication. It collides the packets. Packet losses occurs highly, so then it is suitable for only for a small networks and a multi repeater network purpose only. Next one is a switch. Switch is usually for LAN communication purpose. Okay, it understand MAC address. Otherwise, I will put it once and for mainly router and switch. Bridges and routers one single statements only, so you can read it from the PPT or any place. Okay, so switch is a intelligent device, of course. Guys, you have to combine both the material or multiple material things. So here it is highlighted points only. I'm telling, which is not there. It is adding here. Okay, switch is of course intelligent device. It is also called as a layer 2 device. Okay, switch is also can also layer 2 device. It understand MAC address and it create MAC address table. Okay, it understand MAC address and it create a MAC address table, also called as MAT. What is this? It is nothing but it maps switch port number to device MAC address. Okay, so device MAC address. Okay, so then it is achieve the uniquest communication and it will secure one. Okay, so where we use in a LAN communication mainly simple LAN communication. Of course, router we can't say always. Of course, router is also in a WAN communication purpose and LAN communication. Both we can use it. It works LAN and MAN, WAN, sorry, LAN and WAN use. It is also called as a layer 3 device. Layer 3 device. We'll see that what is layer 3 and layer 2 devices also. See. Yes, of course. NIC is also a networking device only, but we are already discussed about NIC. That's why I didn't include here. But centralized communication, NIC is attached to your device directly inside. So that's why we are not putting NIC here. But that is very good. Modems is also there. Currently, we are not hearing about a modems more, but modem is without a modem, we cannot connect it to the internet. So modem is a very important, another important device. Okay, not just like another important, it is also a very important. The name itself, modem, means modulator and demodulator. Spelling is okay, no problem. So what is the modulation? Modulation, it means um, I am speaking now, right? So my voice is normal mechanical waves type only, right? Voice is mechanical vibrations. So my mic is take that voice um, signal, convert into electrical signal. Okay, and again it is converted into binary format or a that related computer related format, understandable format, and it boosts the signal, and we can able to send a signal over the internet, right? So for example, FM and AM. Okay, FM and AM. FM radio, FM radio, like a 104 fever, 93.5 radio Mirchi, Big FM. The lot of FM things are there. So now I think it is very less we are using FM. Earlier days, we don't have this smart mobile phone kind of stuff. TikTok and this kind of stuff is not there. Any place you go, by auto or maybe a car, or maybe you're traveling in a bus also, they'll put a one FM radio station. Bus also in Hyderabad and Visakhapatnam. In a bus also they fix one FM radio, they play the FM. Okay. So normal human being voice is 20 to 20 kilohertz frequency, but a FM is modulate that signal and put it into their high frequency signal, like a 104 megahertz frequency, or maybe um, 93.5 megahertz frequency. So like that they modulate into the frequency, and they send a frequency for a long distance communication purpose. That's why you can receive a FM for a longer period also. My voice is limited range up to some distance, but using FM I can forward the data to longer distance communication. So in our computer, the data in the digital format, it means binary format, right? So data transmission in computer network. Okay, data transmission computer network, um, in the form of in the form of um, uh, what is like a binary, or another name is digital format, right? So digital signal formats. So these digital signal formats cannot forward longer distances. Okay, so we need a modem. The modem converts so the binary, or digital signal format into analog format. So I said format. Actually, we should not say format. We should say signal only. Okay, it convert binary or a digital signal into analog signal. So then we can transmit signal to long distance through telephone wires. Earlier we used the telephone wires. That's why I told telephone wires. Now we are not using telephone wires. We are using a fiber optical wires now. Okay. So, but whatever it is, so now I have a laptop, desktop, all these things are there. All are connected to my Wi-Fi. Okay, my Wi-Fi to there is a setup box in my in a building. Okay, from there to ISP's station through fiber optical channel they will sending it. Okay, by default I'm not using any direct modems here. My router act like a modem. It is included in your modem. Okay, in general guys always understand Wi-Fi router or a router, it means used for routing purpose to manage the connection. But normally what are the Wi-Fi routers we are using? Okay, so what are the routing? So one side part means my router to ISP connection. Just for example, okay, if I use DSL router, DSL or a ADSL router, okay, type of DSL or ADSL router, it is used a telephone based communication type only. So who are using this one? BSNL, Airtel also using in some places. That's why when you take BSNL or Airtel, landline free. Why landline free? Landline also you're getting that one also, right? So why? Because it's a telephone connection. So you take a one line, and also we can split into the modem and as well as the telephone. Okay. So we use telephone. So if you take Wi-Fi router, ADSL Wi-Fi router, one part is first part is a modem. Modem means ISP through telephone wires we connect to your modem. Okay, and modem part. Okay, so this is your router part. So remember, ISP and through telephone wires we connected to our modem. Modem means our Wi-Fi router. So remember, Wi-Fi router, ADSL Wi-Fi router. Okay, modem part, and it already converts that signal. It understand linking, DSNL signal. Everything is username, passwords, verification. Internet is connected to modem part of router. Then your router part. What is router part? Router connects to your LAN. Okay, your LAN or through Wi-Fi LAN or kind of stuff like your mobile phones. Okay, so router connects to your LAN. So up to modem, ISP to modem, one kind of IP address, public communication, public IP address, you will get it. From modem to your LAN, communication is required, right? Modem to LAN communication is required with a different internal IP address. Then router is useful in that one. I will show you my Wi-Fi router. I have you. Mine is not ADSL; it is a different network. Okay, so I will show you that one also. I think my internet is also slow. Okay, so I'm logging to my router. Okay, if you have any router in your home, okay, without changing anything, if you know how to log in, you can log in and see. See, this is my router. This is my internet connection, and this is my LAN communication. So here it is. Some devices are connected. Okay, my laptop, my mobile phone, my another mobile phone. I think this is my Warner's mobile phone. So this is my Wi-Fi SSD and password. So I'm going to router status here. So click on router status. You can see WAN status and LAN status. So WAN is connection type WAN protocol. Over Ethernet protocol it is PPPoE. IP address you can see 172.19.87.60 and subnet mask and default gateway, DNS address, MAC address. It means I got this IP address from my ISP to my WAN part of router. And if you see here it is from my router to my LAN, I'm getting this network. See, I have two IP addresses. So this is for a using for a public communication. This is used for a private communication purpose. Of course, no one will hack without consent. Okay, without like this is we should not expose, but still it is okay. Guys, understand WAN from outside to inside up to router, or mainly this part will take care by your modem and the router. So combinedly, that router route this WAN to LAN. Okay, it connects WAN to LAN, LAN to WAN. When I'm sending from my LAN, my laptop, send to my default gateway. This is the router. This is my default gateway. See, here it is. Okay, and this packet is sent to WAN to my ISP, and again WAN to LAN, LAN to me. So that is how it is communicate. So two different logical networks, meaning this time this conversion by router. This is by your internal modem. So by default it is enhanced in that one. If you don't understand, it's okay, no problem. Okay, it's not a big deal also. So that is your modem. In generally, modems are different type of modems are there: internal modem, external modem, DSL modem, ADSL modem. Different type of modems are there. So modems main is to connect to internet. So main purpose of mod is to connect to internet. Okay. So main purpose of modem is to connect internet. Okay, and it converts your binary signal into analog signal, means high frequency signal with a telephone line type of signal format, or maybe if you are using currently fiber optical cables for all WAN communications, so then it converts according to that one. Okay. So what are the devices we discuss here? uh, like this. Okay. Not only these devices, there is some more extra devices also there. Okay, extra devices also there, like DHCP device. Okay, DHCP server, which gives you IP addresses. Okay, now my router is act like a DHCP server also. My router is act like a DHCP server also. My router acts like DHCP server, DHCP and DHCP server and DNS server also. It based on your router and configuration in the router. I'm getting IP address from my router only. Next, another device like a firewalls. Firewalls is to protect your network from attacks. Very simple statement. Firewall are used to protect protect our network from attacks. Okay? It will protect from attacks means someone is trying to access your network, or someone is trying to infiltrate your network. So firewall will verify is are you welcome or not. Firewall is a simply is like a bouncer type. Maybe you guys are understand that one. Okay, bouncer type, right? Like someone ask you to come. Okay, someone like I am I started a function, for example. I invite some people to come, so they should come. If you are not in the invitation list, so you are not allowed, right? So like that, it protect allowed or not allowed. So in a firewall. Okay, VPN, of course, firewall, VPN, a kind of stuff is there. So VPN devices wise is also there, not only a Windows server or a Linux server VPNs. So VPN proxy type devices also there. VPN devices like a Cisco VPNs, proxy things are there. So which type of network we can connect it? Authorized networks we can able to connect with the proxy. VPN also authorized user can able to connect remotely to our infrastructure. So for that one, VPN devices, proxy devices also available. Any other devices, guys? Access point. Two ways is there. Access point. Okay. So usually Wi-Fi access point is also there. So I will add here. Okay, so access points are to make a connection, that's it. So only to create a connections, like your LAN switches we are using, same as for access points also. Like in generally, there is another way of defining that one is also there. So we'll see, here it is. Access points are used to connect devices. Wireless access points also there. So wireless access points also to connect your Wi-Fi device in the network only, within the network only. But in generally, you have a server room. For example, this is my server room. Okay, and in the server room I have a servers, routers, different type of servers, storage devices are there, right? So all are connected to the network, and I put a access, and here it is, my LAN network outside of my this room. Okay, so everyone is here is connected through network only. So what I will do, single point access point, here it is, not as a general LAN network. So through this one, I can able to access. Like this also we can tell an access point. Like you want to some clear cut array, some kind of difference point is required. So all these devices communicating through a point, and like this, instead of giving putting a simple LAN like that. So I can put a access point to access that one. So within the internal communication by normal switches, but here we can use access point. We'll see how it is look like. It is look like a switch only. No, no. It's a Netgear access point. See, it is a Wi-Fi wireless access point kind of stuff. Okay, to make a connections. Usually, like if you see this one, is any clear? It is not clear. See. So these are access point things. Okay, so these are a client part. Like through this one, we can connect it. So one device, we are connecting it. So these are wireless access points are given, and then it is okay. So what we can do. So see, here it is a network point. Here it is. This is a ISP modem to router connection. So for a maintaining LAN, this is the entirely LAN. This is a very good picture. Okay, LAN modem to connect internet, and modem give IP address to your router put it into your LAN local IP address manner, not a public access manner, and we can connect through router or through switch. We can able to connect it. This Wi-Fi access point means wireless access point. So earlier we don't have any Wi-Fi modem kind of stuff. Okay. Currently in a house, in a home, we are using a modem come router come Wi-Fi. That's why I put an earlier diagram, right? It is, so these are a good pictures. So you can see from these pictures, from access point versus router, you can see these diagrams, you can understand this one. Okay, I will write on the screen. See, it is, if you see, this is modem, router, switch, access point. Currently in our home we have a very simple thing is, we have a router which contains a modem part, routing part, switch part, switch port connections. For example, I have a router I connected to my PC through wire, and I have a laptop. I connect a laptop, and I'm accessing. I'm connecting to router to my laptop. Yeah, everything is in one device. It is a Wi-Fi, right? This is part is a Wi-Fi part. This is wide part, okay, and this part is a LAN routing part, and this is a modem part. Like that, everything is we are getting in a one single device only. The meaning is different. Like router means for routing purpose only. Modem means for connecting to your ISP internet purpose only. Access wireless access points to connect a wireless devices to connect a wireless devices. Earlier we don't have that much any more things, and in a companies also very large one, right? So large, big organizations, so they cannot maintain with a single device. So then for a more getting a signal kind of stuff, so they'll divide a network. Just like you have a any switch port to access point to multiple wireless devices, we can able to connect it like this. Okay, this diagram is good, like you can easily understand from the these diagrams. Okay, guys, if possible, if I told, okay, if I do, even if I don't unable to tell also, check it. Modem LED status. So based on a modem LED status means your router LED status. What we can understand, mainly two type of Wi-Fi routers are there. One is a DSLR ADSL router. One is which is usually like BSNL, Airtel are using. Next one is normal Wi-Fi's. Like if you are using ACT, Beam, U broadband, or any local broadband you are using kind of stuff. So what is that LED status? What are the different status are there, or colors of the things, like what we can able to get it. Okay, so that we can able to see. Actually, I plan to complete a few. Okay, so no problem. So understanding is important, not how much we are completed. That is a secondary one. My point is, are we understand or not is important. This is a connecting devices, like what type of cable it is. I have to explain this one, so we'll see. Topologies we completed, right? Next one is your ISO model. Okay, so we'll see the ISO model in the afternoon section because it is already 1:20. Okay, so what we see in afternoon section is first OSA layer, 7 layer model it is. If you have a time after your lunch, then better to go through it. Okay. Just read it. That's it. Not required much, but I will explain it. IP address part completed. This is not exactly your fine. Okay, but here it is. To few more things I have to explain. Uh, what is routing? What is switching? And basic troubleshooting things. And IPv6 also there, so that is also I will tell IPv6 kind of stuff. Okay, so that's it for now. So this is devices, networking devices.